it's a good thing because before all of this, you know, I wasn't really in tune with my body. So therefore, when things were happening or when I was feeling sick, I just put it down to, oh, you know, I'm feeling sick, it will just pass. You know, I never used to really pay much attention to it. But since I've been doing IMMUNICS now, I pay special attention to my body. Or even sometimes, that's another thing, what I am able to do now, when somebody comes on the bus, I can actually tell that they're sick. I can actually feel their sickness from a distance. If they sit next to me or close to me, I can tell, oh, that person's not well at all. You know, I can actually feel it. Like it's coming on me. I'm like, oh, I don't mean to be rude. But I can really feel that when somebody sits next to me, I can tell, you know, I can feel that they're not right, that they're sick. And then I think to myself, I wonder if they know that they're not well. You know?
Well, I want you to try something new when you're on the bus.
What's that?
I want you to, when you're around someone who's sick, I want you to move your etheric body towards theirs and envelop their etheric body with yours. Like, okay. do it with me. I just want you to do it with me right now. Connect your etheric body with mine and tell me when you've done that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel it?
Warm. I'm getting a warm sensation.
Well, I want you to do this with people on the bus who are sick. And they don't have to be sitting near you. They can be sitting anywhere. You can do it with people you pass in the street. I want you to actually look for sick people to do this with. You're talking about listening to your body.
That's right. I was saying, since I've been doing IMMUNICS, I now can hear my body actually speaking to me. When I say speaking to me, I am more in tune with my body. That's the word. I'm in tune with my body. So before, like, any sickness comes on, or let's say like a cold, I actually feel it before it actually manifests. So because of that, I'm able to now pinpoint, you know, what problem is. Another example is that I noticed one of the symptoms is that I wasn't having any more nosebleeds. So straight away I knew it was something to do with my blood. So I said to myself, I wonder if this is trying to tell me, this particular symptom is that it's my blood count now becoming more elevated, you know, is my blood count rising, because the doctor was telling me that my blood count is low. So when I went to see the doctor on Thursday, I had a blood test done, and the blood test came back, and the doctor said to me that my platelets had soared from 67 to in the 90s. That's what she said.
Right.
From 60 to the 90s, but I don't know what the unit is when it comes to blood, but that's what she said. So, and I know that platelets, obviously, platelets, what they do, they actually, don't they? There's some sort of clotting factor. So that was good. But the only thing she said is that your blood count is low. So that's something I have to work on.
So the point is that you're listening to your body, and you can tell when your platelets are higher or lower.
Yeah.
And you can tell when you feel as though you're getting a flu. Let's say you're listening to your body and you feel as though you're getting the flu. What do?
do the IMMUNICS straight away.
And what happens then? Has that happened, and what happened?
Yeah, that has happened. When I'm getting the flu, I try and cure my body by removing flu from my higher bodies. Well, from starting from the higher bodies, from all of my bodies. And what usually happens, it goes away, then it comes back. So I just have to keep on repeating it.
And if you repeat it, several times, what happens then? Have you experienced this? Have you ever actually succeeded in making it go away permanently?
I've succeeded. When you say permanently, when I had flu, I think it was last month, I had the flu, and I did the removing of it over a couple of weeks. Like I said, it kept on coming back. Since then, I haven't had it. I haven't had the flu since then.
So you stopped it, and after a while that worked, and you just didn't have any more problems with it.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, that sounds good to me.
Yeah. Because I know people, on the cure drive who've had flu, and they've cured it, and it's been like years since, and they haven't had a repeat of the flu. But mine was just a month ago. So, yeah, we'll see.
we shall see. And but yours have been, it's gone now, and maybe it'll never come back.
Yeah, that's right.
That's possible, right?
Yeah. It's good to know. And and it's so funny, some things well, it depends on what it is. Some things are very easy to cure and to get rid of, and some things they take a long time, don't they? I'd say cancer, for instance, just takes a little while compared to the flu.
Yeah, the flu
I
only.
don't know if everybody would agree with me.
Yeah, the flu only takes about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
I want you to show your hand now and ask if there's flu in any of your bodies.
Oh, you mean do a test?
Yeah, do a test and actually put your hand so the camera sees your hand.
Try. Sorry, hold up a bit more.
So you move your hand around a lot.
I do, yeah. And then I test for signal. That's how I test for it. And then I just know I get the feeling, or sometimes it will go even faster. I know.
So is there flu in any of my bodies is what you're testing? Is there flu in any of my bodies? And see if you get a signal. Because what people probably don't understand, that what they're seeing, this is, move your hand closer to your face, because it's really not that easy to, yeah, that's good. That's not your signal, what they're seeing. This is how you search for your signal, am I right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So it looks like you're not getting a signal on flu in any of your bodies, are you?
That's right.
Okay. All right, well that's good. We'll just leave it for that. But now we know how you do it.
Yeah.
So we just illustrated how you do it. And the point is that no signal is good. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
When you're testing if you have a flu and you don't get a signal, that's good, right?
That's right, absolutely.
I just want to do this in a way that the people watching can understand.
Okay.
Well, do you want to say any more about listening to your bodies?
Um, no, I think I've actually explained from the two examples, you know, like with the flu and with the blood.
So that's you feel pretty clear about that.
I do, yeah. That is a good thing because before all of this, you know, I wasn't really in tune with my body, so therefore when things were happening or when I was feeling sick, I just put it down to, oh, you know, I'm feeling sick, it will just pass. You know, I never used to really pay much attention to it. But since I've been doing IMMUNICS now, I pay special attention to my body. Or even sometimes, that's another thing, what I am able to do now, when somebody comes on the bus, I can actually tell that they're sick. I can actually feel their sickness from a distance. If they sit next to me or close to me, I can tell, oh, that person's not well at all. You know, I can actually feel it. Like it's coming on me. I'm like, oh, I don't mean to be rude. But I can really feel that when somebody's sitting next to me, I can tell, you know, I can feel that they're not right, that they're sick. And then I think to myself, I wonder if they know that they're not well. You know?
Well, I want you to try something new when you're on the bus.
What's that?
I want you to when you're around someone who's sick, I want you to move your etheric body towards theirs and envelop their etheric body with yours. Like, okay. do it with me. I just want you to do it with me right now. Connect your etheric body with mine and tell me when you've done that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel it?
Warm. I'm getting a warm sensation.
Well, I want you to do this with people on the bus who are sick. And they don't have to be sitting near you. They can be sitting anywhere. You can do it with people you pass in the street. I want you to actually look for sick people to do this with.
Okay.
Because you're developing an ability and getting stronger by doing this.
Okay. Right. Okay, sure.
Yeah, you're developing an ability and you're getting stronger by doing this.
Right, okay.
So this is how you cure your cancer.
Right, okay.
You know, you cure your cancer by curing your flu, and then after you cure your flu, you cure everybody else's flu. You got that?
Yeah.
Is that easy to understand?
Yes. Does it matter if I don't know? Say like if somebody comes in the bus and then I'm feeling like from their, I don't know what you call it, from their aura that that person is sick, but I don't know what the sickness is. It doesn't really matter, right?
No. What you're doing, you want to actually feel their etheric body change.
By hooking up to their etheric body, yes?
Yes, you want to feel their etheric body change.
Right, okay. Right, so basically not to run from it like I've been doing. Because I was thinking, oh, I don't want to catch that. That's what I said to myself.
No, you want to move towards it and kill it.
Right, okay.
That's how you become immune. That's how you cure your cancer. This is how you become strong. You go looking for diseases to kill.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Cure people.
I was thinking I probably need to go to the hospital then. Yeah, because funny enough, when I go to the hospital to have my treatment on Thursday, all the cancer patients who are receiving chemo, including myself, I'm sitting next to them, but I'm not really picking up like, oh, I need to remove myself from that person because that person's really sick. I haven't really sensed that as yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting next to a whole bunch of them in the waiting room.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'll just. Oh, I remember there was one lady who had this throat cancer because she had a tube coming from her neck, and obviously when she talked, it was affecting her speech. And oh yes, and I did feel, some sort of sickness coming from her. That was a couple of weeks ago. So I know next time, yes, that's what I'll do. I'll just hook up my higher body with her and kill it. That's what I'll do. Yeah.
Okay, now I want you to do this with me, and I want you to see if my etheric body changes. So first test that you're hooked up to it, which you just did, and now show your hand again and just test that, whether it's changing or not. It doesn't have to change. Maybe it doesn't need to change, but see if it does. Maybe you can improve me a little bit.
Right. I was doing it. The only thing I was feeling was is like how can I explain? Like a temperature. I'm feeling hot and then I was feeling cold.
Okay.
Slight. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
From you. That's the first time I'm feeling that. So I'm taking it that when I was feeling hot, that something was happening, and then when I was feeling a bit cold, like the temperature dropped, that I've done what I was supposed to do. That's how I can explain it. The best way I could explain it.
Okay.
Did you? I don't know if you felt any different. I don't know if I was doing it right.
I don't need to feel different, but I think I might have, but.
Oh. Right.
But I don't really have to feel different.
Okay.
As long as you feel something. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it was just a slight change in temperature. That's what I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
From hot and then cold. Right. And yes, I was testing that. Sorry. I was saying in my mind as well, I am now curing Bayard from, like all sicknesses. Was that right? Is that the right thing to say as well?
You don't actually have to say anything. What you're doing, see, let's do this again, okay? Merge your etheric body with mine and feel like, can you feel any colors in there?
Yeah.
Okay. What you want is you want all the colors to be pleasing.
Okay.
So just, sort of check them and see if they change to pleasing.
Okay.
And this is what you want to be doing with people on the bus.
Okay. So, see colors, but pleasing colors, yeah? Okay, the colors that I see with you are, first of all, I saw blue, and then I saw white. Those are the two colors I saw with you.
Great. Okay, white is better than blue. Blue is very good. White is better.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. So if I with someone on the bus and I see like displeasing colors, like I would say red and black. That's what I would associate with displeasing colors. Then like you said, I'd link myself up. And do I try and change the colors?
Yeah, just like you did now. Like when you saw when it changed from blue to white, it changed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Definitely blue, and then it went to white.
And then it went white, and you did change it. You don't have to try to do this; it will happen.
Yeah.
You do not have to try to do it; it will happen.
What actually happened when I saw blue? Then it just I wasn't really aware. I saw blue, and then immediately it changed to white. I didn't actually do anything by it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything.
Okay. I thought I'd just make that clear. I didn't do anything. It just changed from blue then to white. You know what this reminds me of? I think it could have been the first time when we Skyped with the video, and or it could have been over the phone, and you said that you're going to connect your etheric body with mine, and then you were like, oh no, I've got your disease. But you killed yourself right there and then. And I thought, you got my disease, so how did he do that?
So,
how did he manage to do that?
So this is how you'll be doing it on the bus.
That's what happened to me on the bus. Somebody sat next to me. I was like, oh no.
And you're going.
Feel it.
And you're also going to do this. You're going to sit in the hospital and look for people to cure them.
Okay. Right.
It's that simple. You're just going to sit there and go from one person to the next. And what you're going to find is at some point you can cure the whole room at one time.
Okay.
And then you'll find that you'll be able to be talking to somebody and do it. You'll be able to do it while you're like doing something else. You just have to practice. It's all this stuff is about practicing. The more you practice, the better you get. You just walk around all day practicing. You practice, practice, practice.
Okay, yeah, that's right. And it's only by practicing that you become, you become good and you become the master of it. You're right.
And
that's very true.
Do not tell people you're curing them.
Okay.
And also tell them to cure themselves. Tell them to. They'll be more likely to come to the Cure College if you do this first. So tell them to come to curedrive.org and cure themselves. Tell them to learn how to cure things and cure it, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Tell them to do it for themselves.
Okay. Will do. This is exciting.
Yeah.
To be able to, well, not tell anyone, like get on the bus. If I said somebody's not well, then, by using colours, connecting that myself with their, etheric body and then using colours and curing them. And I think that's a wonderful thing to be able to do that, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Because, at the end of the day, we don't want, people, sickness is not a very nice thing in the first place, so... to be able to do that is this. I think it's a big, it's a big responsibility, but it's a nice one.
Yeah. And it's not really even. See, a lot of times people hear burden when they hear responsibility. Yeah. I mean, does this feel like a burden to you?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Not in the slightest. If anything, I would say it's a joy.
Yeah. You're in touch with God.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, it's a joyous thing to do.
This is God's work, you know, and it's what Jesus told his disciples to do. Jesus said, go from house to house and heal the people you find there.
That's right.
Do you remember that quote from the Bible?
I do, yeah. I do. So it's like I'm a part of it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good. It's very good. You know, and the nice thing about it is with this is that I'm proof that it works because it works for me.
Right.
And because it works for me, that's evident. So it's like if I go out there now, I know what I'm talking about because, you know, it happened to me. And because of that experience, you know, how can I say? I feel like I'm going around the circle talking. Because it's happened to me and I've experienced, so that when I come into contact with other people, you know, it's real. You know, it's like help. You know, it's good.
Thank you, Angela. I really appreciate this meeting. Okay, well, is there anything else you need to talk about, or that we need to talk about?
No, that's it, really.
All right, look, if you think of anything that you need, call me back, that's all.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Area code 813-672-3419. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da.